As you know, Ecobank is trying to extend its footprint in sub-Saharan Africa, and East Africa is a key component of our expansion strategy. As a result, I think to demonstrate the importance that we are attaching to our growth in this region, I thought that an early visit to Nairobi would send a right signal to my colleagues at Ecobank that we are looking into this region to grow and to represent much more what we're expecting Ecobank to be in East Africa.
And what is your focus for Kenya and the rest of East Africa? I understand you're looking at growing and becoming among the top 3 banks in the market.
Well, I don't think you can be a Pan-African bank if you don't have a strong presence in the East African region. And in order to achieve a strong presence in East Africa, looking at the economic role of Kenya in this region, it is very important that we also have a strong presence in Kenya. And the way I look at it, I think if I look at sub-Saharan Africa in the next 15 to 20 years, I see a great role for East Africa in the overall integration of Africa, and you can already see the strong progress made by the East African community in its ability, I think, to integrate its market. So being present and starting to develop a strong relationship that really is going to take our bank to the next level in this region is quite important. That's the vision that I have here.
Now you currently have a presence in 32 African countries all across East, Central and West Africa. Which markets will you be looking at in growing your business moving forward?
The key for us is going to consolidate our existing presence. As you said, we're present in 32 and to be passed to 33 countries in Africa. And I think it's going to be quite important that we consolidate our position in each of these markets and that we capitalize on the platform that has been built by my predecessor, Arnold Digby, who has done an outstanding job, I think, in really expanding the footprint of Ecobank.
Moving on, Thierry, you've seen a focus in Africa where multinational companies are looking at setting up operations. Are you optimistic about this continent?
People don't really know Africa, and as a result, there's still a lot of people that are skeptical about entering this market, and this is where Ecobank, as a Pan-African institution already present, as a competitive advantage, which is the first move advantage. We are here, and we're here to stay. And as a result, I think we're building up our knowledge and our expertise in this market, which is already attracting and will continue to attract a lot of people. And when people are coming, when economy are growing, it requires financing, and for this, Ecobank will be present.
Now, prior to your move to Ecobank, you served as the vice president at IFC with a focus, you're looking at Western Europe, Latin America, as well as Africa. What particular expertise will you bring to Ecobank?
Clearly, I think return to shareholders is going to be an important component of our strategy. It's going to be extremely important also for us to focus on customer service. I think you cannot be in a service industry in the banking sector if you don't focus on customer service. And I also will make a strong focus in our key resources, which is Ecobank staff. And I think I really would like to make sure that we are hiring, keeping, growing the best talented people to work in the finance industry in Africa.
Lastly, Thierry, where do you see Ecobank in the next, say, 10, 20 years or so?
We are a Pan-African bank, and we are going to use our expertise and our presence on the continent to really support the growth and the development of this continent, which is our continent, one we're proud of, and one we'll continue, I think, to work with local sponsors, international sponsors, in order to develop in a sustainable manner.